Let's start off with leads, for example. Over here, you have leads and you have a list of leads. So this is the list of leads at the company. For example, you can search by name. You could see if they're a candidate, if they were converted to a customer, or leads that were disqualified, meaning they were a lead at one point, but the customer said, "Nah, we just don't want to do business for some certain reason." You can do that. You can also see if they were assigned to anybody, any sales reps, because you can assign leads to people and to who, which sales rep or which user you assigned it to. You want more detailed, you can get into some more crazy advanced searches on your leads, but you can go do pretty much anything from there. Next, I'll actually show you a lead. What happens is, say you flyer out neighborhoods, and let's do a flyer lead. So this customer called in from a flyer, said, "Hey, I'm calling in from flyer 2678, whatever you have your marketing campaign, and my name is Martha." Let's just say, let me go back, Martha and Brown. Okay, Martha Brown. Okay, what's your number, Martha Brown? Okay, she gives us the number. And what can I do for you? So let's create this lead because she called in, right? So instantly you create that lead. Now, what happens is you're talking to her over the phone and she says, "You know what? That sounds awesome. Can you have a salesperson call me back Friday at 3 o'clock? Absolutely." So what you can do is this. You can see this action required button. Let's check mark it. And then the action, this one's going to be a call this lead. Okay, who's going to call? So let's put it to sample seller number 1. It's a demo server, so sample seller number 1, this guy. And what date and time did you want us to? So let's say from Monday, okay, at 3 o'clock p.m. So you go 3 o'clock p.m. Okay, let's save this. So instantly what I just did right now is I sent that lead to this sample seller number 1, whoever this user guy is, and he just got a notification saying, "Hey, you have a brand new lead to call Monday at 3 p.m. And it's on his dashboard, which I'll show you in a second. Another thing is I can update notes here. So customer was very happy to know that we have 2 gig equipment, let's just say. Some sort of notes. I just want to show you the note right here. What happens with the note is it's in string format, so it date time stamps and who did this. I'm logged in as this person called sample seller, sample multi-role manager, so it'll say the person who wrote that note as well. Now, because I'm an actual secretary, for example, I can choose who gets to see that note. By default, the seller sees that note. It shows here in this lead, but let's just say I didn't want the seller to see that note. I could take it off, and that sales rep, when he logs in, he doesn't see that note. So you're able to choose who sees what notes. And if it's an actual customer, you can even hide it from technicians, certain notes, or only let tech see, only let sales reps see. You have full capability of letting who'd see what type of notes. Okay, so that's all there. By the way, I can add this to my Google Calendar personally if I wanted to. I could add any other information over here. I can view it on a map. And then I can also run credits. We're obviously integrated with the credit bureaus. So currently at the moment, let's just say TransUnion, you have an account with them. We would get your account integrated with them, with this and them, and you'll be able to run your credits from directly within the software. So let me log out of this and log in as that sales rep, just to show you now a salesperson dashboard. We'll jump back in and out. So the salesperson has these leads. At the top here, it shows their lead actions. And again, company news, anything you have over there. Perhaps it's incentives, whatnot. But you see their lead actions. So Martha Brown, this is the one we said to call this lead Monday between this date and this time. As you can see, it's linkable. So one thing I could do is get into this account right here. Let's just say I called this person on this date and time, and they said, "You know what, that sounds awesome. My husband's actually going to be home tomorrow at 8 a.m. Can you show up?" Yeah, absolutely. Let's change this now from call the lead to visit this lead, and we're going to do tomorrow at 8 a.m. So let's jump into 8 o'clock a.m. Save. So now that's instantly updated. I can click on this to add that to my Google Calendar. It'll give me a notification. And as you can tell, I can't run the credit yet for a sole purpose. Number one, I don't have the address. If I put the address information, this would then obviously show me to run the credit. Or if you want to put the social security number, you'll be able to obviously run the credit directly like that. Now, another thing is, sales reps, you do have the option to either allow your sales reps to run the credits or to disable it for specific sales reps. So say you have 2 sales reps at your company and you want salesperson number 1 to be able to run credits, but salesperson number 2 to not be able to run credits. It's as simple as one checkbox from your configuration on that user, and that person does not see this credits module. Now, any sales rep, they only have access, if you do give them access to seeing the credit, to just the credit score. So don't worry. The actual report, only your office gets to see the actual report itself. Okay. So that's this. We updated that really quick. And then if I went to the dashboard, as you can see, now it shows visit. So let's just say we went to this customer's house and now I have this lead and they actually wanted to go along with the alarm system. I don't ever have to double enter any of the information. All I do is now add the address, for example, and progress through the actual sale itself. Okay, I can convert this to a customer right away. Oops, I didn't save it, but I can disqualify this customer and give some disqualification reason, for example. Let's just say they weren't the actual homeowner. You get to do any of that information that you wanted to carry it over. Now, just to save time, I don't want to just re-enter this. I'll go into an actual lead that has the information filled out. So let's just say we filled out the information like the zip code, yada, yada, yada. As you can see, run credits. I can actually run the credit directly from here. But instantly what I'll be able to do is, let's just say they want the system. I can convert it to a customer. And now this will, let me click on convert to customer. You see how it gives me now the information to submit it to the secretary. It's all pre-populated. I can even click on this and it'll open it up in a Google Maps, for example. It'll show the exact address directly on the account. So we get to do all that. Let me close this out really quick. Let me jump back into, that was the one. So you get to see it on a Google Calendar to make it easier to pull up cross streets and whatnot. But also, if I wanted to add a credit card on file, I can add the credit card number, so the Visa, and I can enter all that information directly over here, and so on and so forth. If you did have different monitoring stations, you can do that. Activation fees, you'll be able to put as many of those, your sales upgrades, rebates if you need any rebates to go out to customers, any of the contract terms, your monitoring rates. By the way, for let's just say you have a couple of central stations. So say you have this one and you have different plan packages for different central stations. They'll populate according to the what you have configured for them and the current monitoring rates for them. If you want to override it with a manual override, you can do all that. Billing cycle, you can do your custom when you set it up through automatic recurring billing and all that, which I'll show you in a second. But you get to choose two-way voice takeover. You can build your product from directly over here. Say this is going to be a Lynx keypad, and you'll have all your equipment that's input into here, and then you'll be able to just bulk it up over here. So what happens is, as a sales rep, I'm submitting this information to the secretary. Now, once I submit this information to the secretary, the secretary gets that notification. You have a brand new job, and remember that number 1 on the dashboard, they actually see that.
Thank you so much for watching this Phil Quick video. Next, smash that subscribe button on YouTube, and you will instantly get notified every time we upload a brand new video. Do you believe you're ready to do a one-on-one demo with us? Absolutely free. Head over to philquick.com and smash that schedule demo button and choose the date and time that works for you from our calendar, and instantly you'll get the links to our demo for a one-on-one where you can actually see everything in detail that we're able to do for your business.